Everybody. Hello, everybody. My name is Emilio Freeman. I'm the Vice President of Itineraries and Destinations, and I have the pleasure of talking with all of you about some new and exciting news that we have about SeaDream Yacht Club. I'm wearing my glasses because we're going to be talking about the Caribbean, so I'm going to take those off now. That was my only prop for the presentation. So, everybody, thank you. I want to go to talk to you about the destinations that we have. SeaDream covers over 300 ports around the world in visiting approximately 50 different countries. But my focus today is only going to be talking to you about the Caribbean. I'm not going to spend any time right now talking about our new destinations in Northern Europe, in Norway, Scotland, Western Europe, a lot of other places that we've added in the Mediterranean. I'm going to focus on our fall 2026 voyages to various destinations in the Caribbean. So first, let me just share with you some thoughts, about SeaDream itself. SeaDream, we've been around for a number of years, over 20, I'm going to say 22 years. SeaDream is a great company, very boutique, very different than the mainstream cruise lines that you might talk about. And I just wanted to focus on a couple of things that I'll call our KPDs, our key points of distinction. We have onboard and we have shoreside experiences. When I talk about the onboard, I polled some of our people and just said, give me 3 words that you would describe that set us apart from many of the other brands that are out there when we talk about SeaDream itself. And the words that I got were pampered, unpretentious, and revitalized. And revitalized was a real interesting one for me because I know that many times I've gone on vacation to other places. I've worked for other cruise lines, and when I've come home, you hear the adage that people talk about, I need a vacation from my vacation. But to be honest with you, with SeaDream, you don't need that. You come back so revitalized. It's almost like getting a mental massage. We offer experiences and things on board that you won't find in other places. And you come back wanting more, but not necessarily feeling like you're so exhausted and you've done so many things that you have to go on another vacation for your vacation. So that's on board. And in a future webinar, we'll have Sudesh Kishore, our Senior Vice President of Hotel Operations, talk about those aspects. But my charge today is to talk to you a little bit more about our shoreside, our destination distinctions, our KPIs. And for that, the first thing I wanted to talk to you about is authenticity. With our product, we take you to those destinations that are a little bit, using the tried and true adage, off the beaten path. Yes, we go to places that big ships can't necessarily go to. The second one that I have is uncrowded destinations. And what I mean by that is we can go to a place that maybe another brand might go to, and what you see, and I see this many times with SeaDream, is that when you come back to the vessel and we're anchored offshore, so we're not up alongside, and other vessels many times have to do the same thing. But when you're coming back to the tender pier landing area, you'll see a whole line of people waiting an hour to get back on board their vessel. And with us, the line is maybe 2 people. It's seamless, it's uncrowded. And, I can talk a little bit more in a different presentation about how we're trying to address that in the Mediterranean on those very iconic, but very people dense destinations like Dubrovnik or Venice or Santorini. But that's for another presentation. The third point is bespoke. And what I mean by that is our destinations are tailor-made for those guests that we know that have come back to us and that love us and like the way that we offer a destination that is not rushed and you don't feel crowded. As I said before, it's crafted and tailor-made to the audience that we cater to. It's very yacht-like, and that's even in our brand message. It's yachting, not cruising. So let me just talk to you a little bit about some of the places that we've got in the fall of 2026. The first one that I wanted to mention is Livongo Cay Beach Resort. Livongo Cay is a new destination for us. It's right next to Cruise Bay in St. John in the U.S. Virgin Islands. And what makes it exciting is that I think it was Vogue magazine. Vogue magazine is calling it the buzziest resort in the U.S. Virgin Islands, and this place offers an experience that is truly 5-star. It matches everything that we offer on board. Um, we have they have beaches on the other side of the island. They offer experiences that are tailor-made to our guests. Um, the cabanas that they offer, they have a cabana beach club, which guests can go to and spend a half a day or a full day. And it's a destination that is not the sole one for that particular day. We're going to mix it up with our tried and true calls to Cruise Bay, which is on another island. And on that one, you still get to do the beach walks over to Honeymoon Beach to visit the U.S. National Park that's there. Great, great experiences. We've been there a number of times, but now we've expanded this to include Livongo as an added feature in our destination mix, particularly in 2026. St. Bart's. How can I forget about St. Bart's? St. Bart's, these new voyages, virtually every single one, I think there's only one that doesn't have an overnight call in St. Bart's. We call there, it is the iconic French jewel of the Caribbean. I've talked to a lot of different people that said, hey, do you have voyages? Do you have any voyages that go to St. Bart's? Yes, SeaDream on virtually every single one of our voyages in the Caribbean, we try to include not just one day, but 2 days and an overnight in St. Bart's. And on our holiday New Year's voyage, both of our vessels will be in St. Bart's for a great New Year's Eve experience. And we're not there just 1, 2 days. We're there for 3 days, 2 nights. So it's a full experience. If you're interested, you should get your clients to book as soon as possible, because these are really our most popular Caribbean voyages that we offer. St. Bart's, we also offer swimming with green sea turtles. It's a great experience. It's one of our most popular. We call them Yachting Land Adventures. And these Yachting Land Adventures, an acronym that we use is the YLAs. Many of you that know SeaDream know about our YLAs, and we try to craft them special for each one of our guests, and never have too many people on a given tour. So again, another shot of somebody snorkeling. This is actually a friend of mine that was snorkeling. This is not a stocked photo. This is not something that we pulled off the internet. This is a photo of a friend of mine that was traveling and actually took some pictures while there. So this is not photoshopped or anything like that. And St. Bart's is really known for the other boutique hotels that are there. Lots of great destinations that people want to go to, 5-star Michelin restaurants that they can visit and go have dinner. You have choices, Le Bartholomé, the hotel and spa. We've got the Gypsy Resort, beach resort. We've got, of course, Nikki Beach, all iconic destinations within St. Bart's, all with a French flavor. So when I think about St. Bart's, I think about the vibrant nightlife, and I think about the chic and very boutique. That's my adage for St. Bart's. Another really exciting thing that we're offering as well. We visit Falmouth Bay in Antigua. And in Antigua, which is known for having a different beach for every single day of the year, 365 beaches in Antigua, we offer a special experience where you can go visit Montserrat from St. Bart's. And I was asked by one of my colleagues in Norway just a few days ago. They said, "Hey, do we have a lot of calls to to Montserrat?" I said, "We have them sprinkled in, but to be honest with you, you can get to Montserrat and see Montserrat from Antigua. And what we do is we fly you over about 30 to 35 miles to Montserrat." Okay, and go back one, please. In Montserrat, you'll go visit the volcano that's there. In 1997, Plymouth, which was the capital of Montserrat, had an eruption. The town was totally destroyed. People had to leave. A lot of people call it the Pompeii of the Caribbean. Great to view. And one of the exciting things that also that I can't guarantee this because we don't pay them enough, but as you're flying from Antigua to Montserrat and you're going over the water, depending upon the time of year, which we're there most of the best time of year, you might have the opportunity to see some whales, but I don't pay them enough to be able to guarantee that we can call there, that you'll see them every time we go. Nevis, another one. We visit Charleston. We come there and we have a great tour, a great program. We offer a plantation and rum YLA. It Nevis is really known for its rum. We take you there. Not only will you take you to the rum factory where you get to see them make how they make the rum, but we also offer a tour to the botanical gardens there. Likewise, again, this picture that you're going to see and these video shots that you're watching are not canned. They are from one of my friends that had recently been there. And all of these pictures that you see right now, they're from that place in the botanical gardens in Nevis. Beautiful, beautiful, iconic site in Nevis. All done with a drone. I really like that. So we go move on from Nevis. We go on to the next port of call, which is added. And I just want to recap and just tell you that all of these calls are included in one or more of the voyages that we are talking about for the fall of 2026. The other destination, another very popular destination for us are the Grenadines, particularly Meru and Tobago Key, in addition to Bequia. But in Meru, we have our signature caviar and champagne splash, which is one of the things that we do in every single one of our Caribbean voyages. And going to Tobago Key is a great place to go snorkeling again and see turtles and some wildlife. It's a national marine park that's surrounded by 5 small islands, and you can take your selfie with one of your new reptilian turtle friends that are here, as this person did. Again, this is not a shot that was taken by a model. This is somebody that's a friend that had been there recently and actually saw this themselves. So it's a great place to go to Tobago Keys and to go to Meru with SeaDream is really what it's all about. You won't see in the horizon any big Goliath of the Seas ship. These are all destinations that are truly off the beaten path, that are truly authentic, that are truly bespoke and tailor-made for the audience that we have on a yacht-like experience. British Virgin Islands. How can I forget this? British Virgin Islands is probably our most visited destination in all of the Caribbean. We partner with them because they are very yacht-like, and the destinations that they have in the BVIs are a perfect fit for SeaDream. This picture here is of the baths, which is in my mind a wonder of the world and how it's set up. And we take people there. We try to get there early in the morning so that they can walk through the baths and the caves that are there. And at the end, we take you to the top where you can have not just a rum punch, but you can have another type of drink that's local that we offer there for our guests. Never rushed, very slow paced, so that you can truly enjoy this destination. And we try to get there well before the other vessels that visit the baths and take their guests on tour. We'll have 10, 15, 20 people going on a tour where the tour bus that pulls up for other brands may be 100 at a time. So we like to get there early. We like to have our guests enjoy the destination and the baths before I use the word people pollution occur. And I have to be careful about how I describe that. I don't ever want to talk bad about any other brands, but I have to tell you that I'm just so proud of working with SeaDream and the type of experiences that we can create. Next, let's talk about the next slide, which is Norman Island in the BVI's. Many people, when they go to Norman Island, they're really going to Road Town, which is in Tortola, and they take a fast ferry over to Norman Island, and they spend some time there snorkeling. And then they get back on that fast ferry boat, and they go back to Road Town, and they get back on the vessel that they came in on, and they go off to another destination. With us, we actually anchor, and you can see our vessel in the background there. We come in, and you have a full day there. We have experiences as well where we offer a destination experience where you can hike with one of our crew members up to the top of the hill that's there in the background. You don't see it well, but it's a great experience for our guests to go off and not just snorkel into the caves and see the wildlife and the marine life that's there, but also go on a hike. There's also, I think it's called the Willie T, which is a great floating. It almost looks like a pirate ship in the bay that's right there, and people go in there and have a great time at the Willie T. Again, Norman Island, they have facilities there where you can go and relax and have something to eat and drink. But to be honest with you, we have the best food on board, and that's to be discussed at another webinar. Next, we have something that's new for us and that we've tried once. We tried it and it came out to be, it was a really great experience. We go to Trellis Bay. You can go online and type in Trellis Bay Full Moon Party. Once a month at Trellis Bay, they have a party that's very yachty. And when I talk to you about authentic and I talk to you about bespoke, this is one of those places that is perfect for us. It may be a little crowded because there's a lot of yachties walking up and down the pier, or I should say the beach. They have bonfires that are lit up in the water. They have music, they have singing, they have dancing. And it's all at no charge. You come and you go. We stay there for a full night. On December 23rd of 2026, we will have both vessels there for this full moon party. So it's not just an experience that you have to look and say, okay, which vessel do I need to go on? We'll have them both there on the same night. And as I move into 2027, or as we move into 2027 and start crafting our voyages for 27, we'll look to add more experiences like this for 2027. We just have to be there at the right time for full moon. Bahamas, I can't forget about the Bahamas. We first tried going to the Bahamas in 2022, and we went back in 23. And we haven't been there this, we're not going this year. We're taking a little breather, but we're going again in 25, 26, and I hope nobody's listening, possibly 2027, probably 2027. We'll include that. And we go in April, which is a great month to go. Ideally, they tell me it's better to go in the summer. That's the best time to go. But in the summer, we like to be in the Mediterranean. We like to be in Europe. So we craft our voyages so that they're there at the best time that we are there, and that's in April. So if you look at our voyages for 2025 and 2026, I say the Caribbean, but it's not really the Caribbean. It's part of the West Indies. But the Bahamas, you go there, you go online to our website, and you'll see voyages for the Bahamas. They're turning out to be some of our most popular because when we go to the Bahamas, we're not going to Nassau. We're not going to Bimini. We're not going to Freeport. All of those places that you probably heard of in the past that other brands go to. We're going to the family of islands. We're going to those destinations that are what many also call the out islands. We're going to San Salvador. We're going to Long Beach or Long Key. We're going to in the Exumas and into the Andros. We have a 7-day experience that takes you to places that are really, and I'm going to say the word virgin destinations that are just now coming out. And I wouldn't be surprised that other brands try to start mimicking or doing what we do. But we're the first. We offer the best experiences there. And at Long Beach, we have our signature beach party. So we found a place in the Bahamas that has a great experience for us. So we still have availability. We have availability for some of our 2024 and 2025 winter season voyages. It's up to you as travel partners and for your guests to talk to them about the distinctions that I mentioned before and to get them excited about SeaDream. No lines, no waiting. An experience that you'll come back revitalized. Think about that mental massage again that I used as descriptive of this of the experience on board. So what I want to do is thank you. Thank you for joining us. And I just want to quickly recap those 3 points for our destinations. Okay, that they're authentic, they're uncrowded, and that they are bespoke, tailor-made for your guests to visit destinations that they may not have ever visited before and that are truly off the beaten path. Thank you again for your time. On behalf of the Brinstad family, Bob Lepisto, our president, and the entire team on board SeaDream 1 and 2 and our shoreside staff, I greatly appreciate having the opportunity to just share with you some of our excitement on 2026. And in another presentation, I hope that I get the opportunity to talk to you about some of the other destinations that we call on in the Mediterranean and Northern Europe, and maybe even 2027. Thank you again. If there's any questions, now's the time to ask, or if you've already asked, do we have anything that people want to ask about right now, or are they still pending? Okay, so we don't have any right now, but again, it's been a pleasure talking with all of you, and I hope that we can connect either through LinkedIn or Facebook. I'll be happy to share with you thoughts, but you don't necessarily need to connect with me. You connect with SeaDream. We have our own social media sites that you can find and follow us there, and you can learn about a lot more about what I share with you today. Okay? All the best, and I hope you have a great afternoon.